Hey there, everybody. It's Ed and Caleb in their new house. That's why I sound a little echoey. At the top of the episode, I just want to say that during this recording session, Alana was dog sitting. So if you hear some big barks in the background, I tried to edit it. I tried to edit out as much as I can, but there's not much I can do without completely destabilizing Alana's audio. We learn from this in the future. We actually start to lean more on Riverside's technical suite after this episode. But yeah, I just wanted to warn y'all. Also, this is a long episode because episodes 4 and 5 are a two-parter. So yeah, exciting, exciting. Okay, onto the episode. Bye, guys. You are listening to Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game. Arc 1, Episode 3, Am I Naive for Wanting? Hello there, and welcome to another session of Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game for Credited Actual Plays. My name is Caleb Wade. I'll be your MC this evening, and with me are four lovely individuals, our full group. Huzzah! So, shall we go into introductions? Tell us who we're playing. Let's start with Ash.
Hi, my name is Ash. I'm playing Fern. Yeah.
And what are Fern's pronouns?
Right. Me and Fern go by he, him pronouns. There we go.
Alrighty. Angela.
Hello there, everybody. My name is Angela. I use she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Minerva Orellana, who is an LGBTQ youth shelter advocate and bears the mythos of a phoenix.
Alrighty. Alana.
Hi, I'm Alana Duran, and I'm playing Kate. No last name needed. I mean, probably, but we'll figure that out later. It's a mystery. I go by she, they pronouns, and Kate goes by she, her pronouns. I almost said he, her pronouns, but oh, it's a day.
And last but certainly not least, Theta.
Hi, I'm Theta. I use they, them pronouns. I will be playing Kanchana Pralpaikul, who uses she, they pronouns, and is, a little sibling in all the ways that should entail.
And as your MC, I use he, they pronouns. Shall we go into a recap? Because one of our cast members wasn't there for session 1. So, shall we... Let's just go into it. What happened?
Well, Kate got a little, had a bit of a harder time than she expected coming back to New Halcyon City, which looked nothing like the city that she left. And she met up with some new fantastic friends and maybe had a little too much to drink and couldn't find her way to session 1, possibly.
Maybe that's a scene we will go into here soon. But for the rest of you lazabouts, what happened to Kanchana, Fern, and Minerva? I don't know why my brain tried to say Miranda there. I don't know why.
Miranda's the new name.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I know it started out with Kanchana and Angela having a bit of a flashback scene to a diner. And a conversation that was, I guess it was a conversation as much as...
yes, the beats versus sweets debate.
The definition of two siblings arguing over nothing because they have very little points of overlap and interest to talk about with each other. So it was about as awkward and about as productive as you could expect a pair of siblings to have a conversation about.
What else? I know there was then a meetup for them in real time where they went to get coffee after seeing each other across the street, and both of them going, I am not going to be the one to walk away, because we don't want to deal with that. There was some phone numbers shouting, and then we went to the nest, I want to say.
The hollow.
The hollow.
What was Fern up to during this regrouping?
Fern was come back to the hollow, the basically exclusive fancy gym that he knows it as.
That was a wild scene.
That's right. Fern thought that the hero's training facility was just a fancy gym.
Fancy exclusive gym. Exclusive gym. Because he wasn't really much into the superhero stuff, so he never really got into that side of things. And so, but he was there training because that he likes parkour, and it's a fancy sophisticated gym that can help him do parkour stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it was just there.
There's also a voice, wasn't there?
Yeah, the voice was new to him. Apparently, it's been there the whole fucking time. He just like never interacted with him. He never interacted with it because he didn't know it was there. But yeah, fancy AI that he never knew was as advanced as it was. It's like he knew there was an AI. He didn't know it could talk.
And then Kanchana and Minerva came across Fern in the hollow.
Yeah. We sat down and talked and found out that somebody was adopted.
Actually...
No.
No, we
No.
didn't. Oh, yeah, we
Don't
didn't.
think we actually got that info.
No, that's metagame knowledge.
That's
I forgot.
that's above the table knowledge. Our characters still don't know that bit. We're still kind of
Only-
wondering.
Because
Kate
Fern
knows.
made the choice.
To not.
Yeah, he made the choice not to share.
Oh, I forgot about that. God, what else?
It was also revealed that the AI's name is Noctua.
Yeah.
Minerva is familiar with an older form of Noctua. And
Kanchana did some.
apparently Noctua's vision system was temporarily shut down during Althea's murder.
Yeah. Oh, there was a girl missing her shadow.
No. There was a person missing their shadow.
Sorry, there was a person missing their shadow. Okay.
That Kanchana bumped into after yelling at Allison that Minerva would like to date Allison. And it's like, here's her number. And within the altercation of this person without a shadow, Kanchana's shadow was actually altered.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower now.
It operated a half second behind.
Yeah.
But
Kind of
that
rude.
seems to have cleared up mostly.
Kind of rude, though. Kind of rude.
And with all of that, and I believe we finished with Minerva, Fern, and Kanchana having tragedy cake.
Cake.
We open a few nights before. Kate,
Yes.
you have just gotten into town. You found your people in Allison and Celeste. And Allison suggests that you celebrate by going out on the town. You go clubbing.
Yes. After years in the Icelandic wilderness, I have, what better way to hop back into a city than to just bombard yourself with being in a club?
With voices and whatnot. Yeah.
Voices and, I don't have a problem at all with hearing people's thoughts. That'd be silly.
That'd be silly.
For me to not, yeah. So of course I've got to go to a club.
Fine.
Perfectly fine.
So you go to the district of Diamond Hill. Glittering lights, gorgeous buildings, wonderful architecture. This was not here when you lived here last.
No, this
It
was
is
a pretty
all
slummy
new.
area, wasn't it?
I mean, it had character, it had color, but now it's just lights, camera, glitter.
Love it. But how strange is it for Kate to come back and see this? Because, I mean...
I think that's a question you have to answer yourself.
Yeah. And I'm not quite so sure how she would feel. I mean, part of it is we did missions in this area. We came to get coffee in this area. Like, a lot of her learning about who she is and being a part of Althea's group are all inside of this part of town, and now that's all gone. It's
Yeah,
both bittersweet and exciting.
The little beignet place, gone. The diner that used to sell okay coffee but real cheap coffee, that's also gone. The little moments that you had with Althea and some of the others is in a place that is unrecognizable to Kate. And now, here you are, about to club it up with two amazing people. So you three find yourselves in a nightclub known as the Stolen Songbird.
Ooh, that's a sexy name.
It is. It is on Satisfaction Strip in Diamond Hill.
Oh my gosh. All of the suggested names. They knew what their branding was when they set this up.
The Stolen Songbird is a club that is attached to a celebrity, some singer. You don't know when they. You don't know if this is a franchise of nightclubs or whatnot, but the theming is very like black and gold. It's very like there are some bird cages. There are some there's some decor based on like sound waves. It's pretty nice.
Sweet.
A song comes on and Celeste and Allison just go to the dance floor, dragging you with them.
I'm thinking I'm imagining myself still kind of in my clothes that I wore on the plane here from Iceland. So, they're decked out and beautiful and amazing, and I'm just
Well, that depends. Did you want to borrow something from one of them?
I mean, I could, but did we have a chance to go back to the apartment first, or am I kind of like carting my little suitcase around?
Yeah, no, you've
okay.
You had a night in the apartment, like.
Oh, okay. Woo. Good. Then yes, I'm absolutely gonna borrow something, because all I have right now are what I have deemed my farm clothes, and one black dress that I definitely didn't borrow from one of my neighbors.
Well, I would say that Celeste decked you out in like this lovely royal purple pantsuit.
Ooh.
With like silver
Yes.
accessories.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that...
Allison,
I'm
did your
sorry.
hair and your makeup. You are looking fantastic.
I mean, I'm sure I look fantastic. Part of me is thinking like, oh my gosh, I have not had this much hairspray in my hair. Like, can I move my head at all? I don't know.
To which Allison says, yes, with great talent. So as you are just dancing the night away and having a good time, just another great night with these two wonderful people, I would like you to roll me and investigate real quick. Let me see if you see this.
I would love to, but I left my dice on the counter. Can I give me 1 second? I'll be right back. Like 2 seconds. I'm so sorry.
Well, you'll be able. You can use the Roll20 to roll it.
Oh, I can. Holy
You
cow!
can. In your character sheet, we are using Roll20, by the way, listeners. In your character sheet, you'll be able to roll investigate, and you can add whatever tags you think would help you. For
Okay. So, this.
That's a mild success. Okay.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
Sorry, where are you even seeing this? I can't see it at all on my Roll20 here.
No worries. I got you.
Okay, cool.
You got a mild success.
Mild success.
Since this isn't like a clue thing, I'll say you do see this, and this might put a damper on your night just a teeny tiny bit. As you're sort of like losing yourself to the music, and your eyes are sort of scanning the dance floor, like all these people in this moment listening to the beat, you see the faintest glint of a bracelet you've seen before. It's attached to a person, a man, in a black suit with a gray shirt, rolled up, sleeves rolled up to the elbows. And as you're sort of looking at him, and the memories sort of flood back, he seems to turn towards you with a small smirk. And then a person moves in front of him, and he is gone.
Fuck. I pull my hand out of Celeste's because, we're sticking together on the dance floor.
Yeah.
And hand to forehead, just make my way towards the bar. And I haven't had a drink in a very long time, but I asked the bartender to just give me whatever he has that is strong but a little fruity, because it's been a while and I need that. Shit.
The bartender makes you this drink called the Peacock's Panacea. It's like this sort of dazzling, sort of like blue-green, like, it's beautiful, but it's strong. And yet you can't taste any bit of alcohol in that thing.
Perfect.
As soon as you take your first sip, you feel the presence of Celeste and Allison beside you. Hey, you okay? You kind of stopped dancing abruptly. Everything okay? I mean, we can go if you want.
I thought I saw somebody. I'm okay. No. I'm not great. None of this is great. You two are great. This drink is great. Focus on the positives, right? Like, that's what I should do, is focus on the positives. Oh. When you see an ex, it's like that, but it's not my ex.
As a bit of comedy, like, when you see an ex and Celeste and Allison sort of like look at each other for a second before looking back at you. Not like you two. Like, you two are just, you're fabulous. But I mean, like, the ex. Do you remember in high school when you had the first person that you really dated, and then for whatever reason you broke up, and then if you saw them in the hallways, you just wanted to melt into the floor? At the same time, Allison and Celeste say, Jenny Mahoney.
Oh no. So you both know, but oh no.
And you saw this guy here?
I swear I saw his face. I saw somebody wearing this bracelet that we had. You know? And I swear it was him. It's been years, but I swear it was. I'd know him anywhere. I feel crazy now. I'm sorry. I take a big slug of the panacea.
All right. And so let's sort of like place the hand on your shoulder. Okay. Let's not get shit faced right now.
Little bit.
Tiny bit, but still. If you want to go, we're with you. Okay? We've got your back. And if we find this asshole, I'll gladly punch him in the dick for you. She'll do it. I've seen her do it.
Okay, I want to see that. No, we'll stay. Let me just finish this, and we'll get back at it, and I'll be good. Yes, it'll all be good. We can do this. I can do that. I can do this. Thanks for being here, guys. Like, I think I'd fall apart if I was alone.
Well, you're not alone. Not anymore.
Oh, I'm actually gonna cry.
Don't. You'll ruin my great makeup on you.
Oh, yep, you're right. Okay. Right. So quickly, I just drink the rest of the drink, slam it back down on the bar, and I'm like, all right, ladies, let's do this.
And you get back on the dance floor, bad bitch trio.
Hell yeah.
And you enjoy the rest of your night, but something lingers in the back of your head. That sort of feeling. That sort of weird serpentine feeling. But he's gone now. Right? Whatever. Dancing. You dance the night away. You recover the next day.
That panacea was, that was a lot.
Yeah.
And I probably went back to honestly, I probably slipped a shot or two in there. Because that, when you have that feeling, you'll do anything to make it go away and not slide back in again. Anything to make that little pathway a little harder for them to get through.
Indeed.
No, definitely got a little shit-faced. I promised I wouldn't, but it's been a while. I'm a lightweight now.
Well, Celeste got a little shit-faced with you as well. And
Hell
as
yeah.
Allison picked herself up and went to work.
She is truly the best of us.
She's a trooper. Kate, you do have a free day in which there is a certain doctor that you could go visit. You could also call Minerva, or
I should let Minnie know that I'm here, right? Like, that'd be the polite thing to do, at the very least. I turn to Celeste, kind of poke her a bit on the couch. Just the...
oh, shit.
Celeste, I gotta do things. Don't tell me I gotta get up.
No.
I gotta get up.
You have to get up. You are stronger and braver than me, and you have to get up.
Oh.
And
okay,
as you get up, on the table, you see 2 perfectly wrapped breakfast sandwiches for each of you, and a huge bottle of water with a note from Allison saying, "Please feel better. You have things to do today."
Like I said, the best.
No,
of
it
us.
doesn't. No, it doesn't say that. It says, if I have to do things, you do too.
Oh. Oh. She's amazing. I slowly unwrap the sandwich. Even like the crinkling just makes your head just vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
But you find, once you get that little bit of grease in you, it feels so much, you start feeling better and move around. So yeah, I kind of nudge Celeste again and be like, okay, I gotta go see
Fuck.
my doctor. I gotta go see my teammate, my sister. I don't know.
There's like 2 worlds of difference between teammate and sister.
Well, sometimes we're on the same team, and sometimes I don't know.
I
mean, she's
don't
always on my
know.
team, but I don't know what she thinks of me anymore.
I hope it goes well for you. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest my eyes. I'm gonna rest my
Okay.
And then Celeste just sort of like turns over.
Okay, well, shit. There's 3 places that I need to go today. 3 things I need to do. And let's just get the hard one out of the way, yeah?
If that's what you'd like to do.
I'm going to shoot off 2 texts. One to Minnie. It says, hey, I'm in town. Where do you need me? The second to good old Doc. It says, do you have time today? I'm in town. And I slip my phone in my pocket, take my little purse, and walk out the door and start heading towards, I start heading towards the Althea Toombs Foundation for Social Reform.
Okay. Celeste and Allison live in Umber Plaza, so it's not that much of a walk. Dr. Walker does text you back and go, I don't. My day is completely free. Where would you like to meet?
Text back and with a little confused emoji, like everything's different. I don't know what's good for you anymore. You tell me.
How about the Cerezi Theater in about an hour?
Sounds good. And a little thumbs up. But she continues on her walk down towards the
foundation.
The foundation. And part of her knows who she'll see, but she hopes she won't see them.
Okay.
And I think maybe she just posts up outside for a minute, just across the street. See who goes in and who comes out.
You actually see Constance walking in. Her attention is not on her surroundings. She is scrolling on her phone, making sure everything is like settled. It seems that she's busy.
Okay.
But she does not notice you.
All right. I think in her mind, Kate was expecting to be seen and not to have to make the first move. But knowing that Constance is busy and has her head down like she always did, maybe it's time to make her way to Cerezi Theater.
Okay. Minerva, what are you up to today?
I think she's kind of with all the elements of Fern being involved, and Kanchana kind of being Kanchana. I think she's like sort of shifted a little bit into. I think she shifted into okay, big sister manage things mode. Must be the responsible adult mode, and as a result of that, I think has she received a text from Kate already, or is this before that's happened?
As you are, as I would say that as Minerva is just like, okay, gotta reorganize a few things, gotta get focused. You then get the text from Kate.
Okay. Okay, this takes priority. This goes first. She gets priority. Okay, she gets the top. Fern and Kanchana, they can fight it out later in terms of who gets attention later. I'm sure they're used to it.
Wow.
Okay. I think she probably takes the time to go to if there's anything like a chocolatier kind of spot anywhere in the city at all.
I'm sure you could find one in Diamond Hill.
I'm curious.
Prices might be a little riche, but
not even rich. I think she would try and just find. She would try and get two things before trying to meet up with Kate. One would be, she would be racking her brain the entire time, heading over to Chocolatier spot to be like, oh God, what the hell did she like? What did she enjoy when we were younger? Oh God, I can't remember. And it would just be like a whole bunch of like waiting, like standing awkwardly outside the chocolatier spot, and then she remembered, oh wait, I'm brown, I can't just randomly stand outside a rich spot for too long. And then go into the place and just get like a nice quality like sample kind of range thing, so that Kate can just pick out the things she doesn't like and eat all of the things she does like. And then she goes to a bakery spot that is farther away from this and is in like the part of the city that is of Halcyon that is closer to like if there's anything approaching like an ethnic enclave or closer to like more barrio kind of like places, she'd probably go to there to where like the fresh baked stuff.
That would be in Umber Plaza.
Yeah. Then she would go to Umber Plaza and she'd like try and find the spot where like it's the equivalent of like the corner of a classroom in terms of its size, but you can smell the stuff going for like down the block.
I will say, as you're walking, you do see this. If you can see it on the Roll20, it is it's a flyer. A flyer that says, "Are you empowered? Do right by the city." Harpy Initiative with 2675 Hill Street, Argos Way. You've been seeing these flyers pop up recently.
I think she's probably taking a minute or two to just look at it. Just be like, well, you did always want to reach out to people and reach them where you could and when you could. I suppose this is something. I think she carries on, but it's probably one of those like, I'm gonna have to be thinking about this the entire time I'm here, aren't I? And like the other part of her brain just going like, yep, you're gonna have to deal with this. And I'm like, oh God, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. But she goes to a bakery and she gets like 3 giant like conchas. Uh, Probably 2 of them will go to either one of them. She'll decide when they meet who is going to get 2 of them. She wants to say she'll give 2 of them to Kate, but they're also
But
conchas.
we'll just have to see about that, no, won't
Yeah,
we?
exactly. We'll have to see whether that's how this actually plays out, because they're conchas, and I myself as a player have not had one in years, so I'm in full, like, I could let her have it. I also could not. Both options are good.
That's very fair. That's very fair. And as you are gathering these sweets and these baked goods, Kanchana, what are you up to?
I think Kanchana is. I don't think Kanchana's doing much because this is the time leading up to the funeral, and she has school things to handle because she has made the terrible decision to go to grad school. So I think she's probably at the cafe most of the at this time and like sitting around and like dealing with things there and drinking concerning amounts of coffee.
Hey, Kanchana.
Yeah.
Roll for me and investigate. Feel
Okay.
free to feel free to suggest tags that might help you in this.
God, I don't think I have anything that would necessarily work on that. I think the closest one to that I maybe have is blend into the crowd or literature, but literature is a bit shaky. Like, I think literature.
I'll say blend into the crowd works for this.
Okay. She's very...
So roll with
unassuming.
a power of 1.
Okay. Yeah, she's pretty unassuming. 8.
Ooh.
No, not the greatest.
Do you have your weakness tag checked?
I have my... Oh, so I need to get it checked. Sorry.
Let me see real quick. I'm gonna uncheck that on your card.
Oh, I don't need to check those?
Yeah, not
Oh, sorry.
not yet, I believe.
Okay, so I was like not sure how the checking bits and checking not bits work.
No worries, we'll get there. But yeah, feel free to roll that for me again.
Okay.
Without that checked.
So. This thing and me are fighting currently.
No worries.
Actually, just I'm gonna press reset. There we go.
Feel free to roll and investigate with a power of 1.
Yeah. I pressed it. It's not...
That's
Oh, there
weird.
we go.
Oh.
I rolled it twice. The first time I missed it, though.
I'll give you the mild success.
Aw, thank you. I mean, I did roll 3 times and rolled a mild success twice, so if we want to go roll the 3s.
That's fair. For this one, I'll go easy on you.
Oh,
You see the teen from earlier, the one who messed with your shadow. They are currently
Ooh.
getting a caramel macchiato.
That is so sugary, but I approve. I'll get up and walk over and say, hi. I can pay for it.
They immediately take a step back from you.
Hi, how are you?
What do you want?
Honestly, I don't really want it. I want an answer, mostly. That's it. Don't really have any expectations besides that. I can pay for your coffee. I can pay for more than 1 coffee if you want. I understand the need for coffee.
I don't want you to bribe me.
It's not a bribe. It's more of a... I mean, I don't think it's a bribe if you're exchanging things. You could argue that's a trade, more than anything else. It's also me trying to make you think that I'm not trying to hurt you, because I'm not. I literally just want an answer.
A few seconds pass, and they sort of look at you, and you can kind of tell that they're looking not just at you. Their eyes sort of like sort of flicker and like try to trace seemingly something with you, maybe attached to you, before gesturing to a table in one of the far corners.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab my bag really quickly. I don't want to leave my computer.
And they pay for their own coffee.
Oh, okay. I could have paid for it. It's fine. I'm not that broke. But I'll go back to the table. I'll go to the table in the back.
So you see they sort of set up. There's some books from authors that you don't recognize.
Authors I don't recognize? Excuse me?
Authors you don't recognize.
Kanchana's so offended.
You see like this one. Oh gosh, this one's for you, Anna. You see a sort of like. You see, like, it's like a sketch notebook, you know, like the sort of like sketchbooks with like sketch paper, but on the inside is seemingly black construction paper.
Mm-hmm. Is it like scratchy paper? With the rainbow?
It's just black paper.
Oh.
And in like the spiral thing holding it all together is like a white gel pen.
Okay. Cool.
So what do you want?
I mostly want to know how you did what you did. It's not
what mess with you when you tried to mess with me?
I wasn't trying to mess with you. I'm wondering how.
No, I'm
Huh?
Then why couldn't you just leave it alone?
Because it's a little bit suspicious if you're walking around without a shadow, don't you think? Somebody might know.
People don't pay attention to me.
Purposefully?
And if they do, I know how to deal with it.
Purposefully, or like, do they purposefully not pay attention to you, or do they not pay attention to you because they can't?
They don't pay attention.
Were you in high school?
Graduated.
College?
Why? No.
Oh. What's with all the books?
Summer reading.
But you're not in school.
I said I wasn't in college.
Also, it's not the summer.
Fall reading.
Can I ask your name?
I gave it already. If you remember correctly, you did introduce yourselves as Kanchana and Rowan.
Oh yeah, that's who we did. I forgot about that. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Huh.
So is that all, or?
Honestly, it's most of it. I mean, I'm on it perfectly curious. I perfectly love to hear how you got whatever you have, but I'm not gonna go prying if you don't want me to. So, you don't owe me answers.
Yes, because offering to buy someone coffee isn't a prying technique.
It's mostly to make it seem like I'm not trying to murder you or get in a fight. I'm a grad student. I spend a lot of time asking questions. I mostly just am curious about
Good for
your
you.
entire deal.
My deal is my deal, such as your deal is 90s grunge.
Thank you.
I respect that.
Thank you. Yeah, I try to emulate that whole Red Hot Chili Peppers Nirvana feel.
Cool.
Thank you.
So are we done here? I have to get back to reading.
Yeah, I figure you do. How much control over shadows do you have? That's my final question.
Enough.
Okay.
How much do you have, Kanchana?
I think it's less about what I have control over and more of what I don't have access to quite yet.
And you see a flicker of solidarity with that.
Do you have a destiny too?
Destiny is bullshit.
It's bullshit, but at least it tells you where you're going.
Or what people want you to do.
If you bother with it, but it can at least... I don't like I'll agree, I don't like Destiny. But at least it has told me thus far what I have in store. It'd be worse to not know what's waiting for me.
My grandmother always said that destiny is for two people. Those who are determined to change their own fate and fools who don't know what fate is.
Did your grandmother
So
have a
which
fate
one are
then?
you?
Oh, those who are determined to change their own fate are those who don't know what fate is. I don't think I'm quite either, because I don't quite know my own destiny. I wasn't given all the answers, unfortunately, so here we are. I just know some of what I have in store. Wish I knew more, but you don't always get everything you want, so... You?
Doesn't matter.
I gave you an answer. You gave me plenty of answers, actually. It's fine.
More than I probably should have.
I mean, I am not here to turn you into anybody. Don't bother with them. They don't have the answers they like to pretend they do, so I don't see the use in handing people needlessly over to them.
And who is them in your definition?
Oh god. Little old... Fuck, the woman who just took over for the force or whatever, police force or whatever. I don't know her name, I forget it. Actually, that's...
Kanchana, remember that there was a newscast
Yeah, her.
in which Astrid Bloom took over the HCPD's newest Harpy initiative.
Yeah. Harpy Initiative, what's their name? That's probably who I would turn you over to if I was inclined to. But frankly, very much not. I'm not even in town for longer than this week. I plan on getting the fuck out of this city again, and whatever the fuck happens here. I don't like this place that much, so...
And yet you would rather have conversations with strangers in a familiar coffee shop than wanting to get out.
Well,
Interesting.
Unfortunately, I have a funeral to go to, and it would probably be worse if I didn't go.
My condolences.
Thank you. I wish I didn't have to. I really wish I didn't have to. So, yeah, that's why I'm talking to a stranger in a coffee shop.
You see that Rowan is sort of like, as you're talking, sort of like placing things back in like their bag. Their bag has this sort of like it's this sort of like big, like it's like this sort of like canvas messenger bag with this sort of large decal of a blackbird on it.
Raven or crow? Ravens are cooler than crows, but I can respect a good crow.
Depends on the sound. And Rowan starts to get up, and they sort of look at you, Kanchana, and go, "A word of advice."
Yeah.
whatever you're not dealing with is hanging around you like a noose.
Yeah, probably. But, I can't deal with it entirely, unfortunately. So, guess the noose is just gonna have to stay. Kinda sucks.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't?
Grief is one thing, rage is another. You got a storm in there.
I know. But,
So why don't you find the eye of it and give yourself a little peace? And Rowan just puts up their hood and walks out of the storm.
Fucking cryptic.
Walks out of the cafe.
Kanchana, I think, will say at normal volume, so fucking cryptic. Why? Ugh, I need more coffee. Also, to write more of this fucking thesis paper. Do I remember? Can I try and write down whatever of the books I remember?
As you sort of like look down to like maybe reach for like a notepad or something that you have on you, there is just a card.
Ooh, that's nice. Leaving something behind.
It says Rowan Abernathy, and there is a number.
That's a very fancy name. Do I recognize it? Does it say anything else on the card? Is it
No.
Is it black? Is it black with white writing? I am so curious about this card. Who leaves a calling card these days in the 21st century?
It looks like a homemade card, and somehow
This gloomy child. I love them.
and somehow they have not smudged any of the white gel pen as they have written it. It is a miracle.
This is so gloomy. I love it. How are the edges nice and neat?
Yes, everything is nice and neat, as if it's been well practiced.
That is fascinating. That is fascinating. I don't know why they wouldn't just give me their number like a normal person. I do appreciate the inclusion of a surname. I do appreciate. There's a very fancy surname. Rowan Abernathy is a trust fund kid name.
Rowan Abernathy.
That's a trust fund kid name. That is exactly what Kanchana is thinking. A child who has done this has money, I think. Was the bag fancy? Was the bag nice?
It was like a simple canvas bag.
Did
like
it look custom made
bag.
with the birdie on it?
It kind of looked like it was just like a patch on it. Like a large patch.
Okay. This kid, how much fucking money does this kid have? I'm so curious now. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna add that to my phone number and reply. Hey, a birdie, this is Kanchana. Feel free to not add my number to your phone. And I'm
Rowan is fine. Please don't call me Birdie.
Okay.
And the text is in like perfect like grammar and
Kanchana
punctuation.
absolutely talks in the texts in the most text speech heavy way possible. I think to now annoy Rowan a little bit. They could reply in perfect, beautiful grammar. Once more, grad student in literature. They're not gonna.
They refuse.
They refuse. They're petty. They're not gonna. Once more, literature grad student. All they do is write in perfect grammar. Gotta have that daily relief.
And as you are getting more coffee and risking your body further, Fern, where are you?
So it's like next day, right? Yeah.
I'll say that these scenes have been over the course of the week. I believe that the only one that's been confirmed is like the very next day is Minerva.
Gotcha.
We're going timey-wimey with this.
Gotcha. Cool.
Jumping around, all that jazz.
I'd say before he even went back to the Hollow, he had he went back to like his old haunts where he would usually hang out like before Althea took him in, just kind of see what's going on, who all is still around.
Okay. All right. As you're sort of like going around your old haunts and your old places where you sort of I won't say made a name for yourself, but you survived. You notice that some of them are empty, left, like completely gone. And seemingly the oldest of these places has been cleaned up by the city. I'd like for you to roll me an investigation, please, and please suggest any tags that you might think would help you.
Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. Let's say surviving the hard knocks.
I think that'll work, yes.
Yeah. Um, Little iffy on network of friends.
I would suggest that unconventional angles would also help you.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna go with those power tags as well. Um, yeah.
So roll for me and investigate with 2 power.
Oof, 9.
Mild success. Okay, okay. Uh, as you're looking around, you get 2 clues. Um, Clues that you can use to spend and then ask me questions about this situation, or I will say something related to this situation. But as you're looking around, you notice that any remnant of like the the kids that you used to call friends, family, like surviving on the streets together, any remnant of them has been very thoroughly scrubbed away. It is as if the city does not want anyone to know that this was anything but a really nice corridor. Or like something related to a park. And in their place, you also find a flyer. Let me zoom that out for y'all. For the Harpy Institute and Training Academy, which says Harpy Academy FAQs. 1. Am I forced to join Harpy? Of course not. Every powered citizen has a choice to do right by New Halcyon, and this is a legal option for those who are civic minded. 2. What happens when I join Harpy? All trainees get free room and board, meals, and a chance to train your abilities for civic responsibility. 3. Are we allowed to use our powers to help people? After earning a license, you have the opportunity to assist HCPD in cases that threaten and disrupt our way of life. Do right by the city. Harpy.
Hmm.
You've been gone a little bit.
Yeah, only a
These
little
were
bit.
not there when you left.
No, they were not. Hmm.
As you're looking, you get a text.
Oh shit.
It is from Rhiannon.
Okay. I open it up.
They say, "Are you sure you don't want me to come by? I mean, I can be there for you when it comes to the funeral."
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I ended up finding some other people who knew her and are going to be there, and I think things will be fine. Yeah. Thanks for worrying about me, and uh, yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, well, I'm here for you, okay?
Uh, yeah, thank you.
And as that bit of conversation sort of dies out, uh, what does Fern do?
Um, he's not entirely sure what this whole powered thing is. Uh, no, he reads it and he's thinking, oh yeah, people who feel like they have power to change things or yada yada whatever. Because there's
Uh-huh.
always people who feel like they have the power to change things. And then it's just the city going like, hey, yeah, let's do this in a legal way. Let's yeah. So he's probably gonna swing
That flyer
by.
was very specifically worded.
You know, some people are gonna be like, I have the power to change things. I am powered. Probably. He's like a little bit of like non-surviving interactions he's had people. He kind of got sort of that vibes that
Mm-hmm.
general population, more or less that kind of thinking, whatever. Like for the people who think that way. So, but anyways, he's probably gonna swing by the academy and see if any of the people that he knew are maybe there just for like the free room and board or whatever.
I will say that the academy is in Argos Way, which is a bit like it's across town. It's in it's in a completely different district than Umbra Plaza. If you'd like to go,
I mean, long distance training. Let's go.
are you going to parkour your way over there?
That's what he does.
Uh, okay, so as
How else is he supposed to get somewhere quick?
I don't know, maybe an Uber
The fuck
or
is
the
that? Why the fuck would I do that when I could just run over there myself?
Okay, so as we see Fern climbing the closest fire escape, because this boy only only knows how to run. Hello there, dear listener. It's Editing Caleb, and you might be thinking, well, that was a bit of an abrupt end. What happened to the rest of the episode? Where's the usual outro with the weird music and the non-dog noises in the background? Well, fun fact, this episode came out to be about 2 hours, and instead of compressing the audio and making it sound rather terrible, I just decided to cut it in half. The second part of this episode will be uploaded on the same day as this episode. So yeah, just go on over and listen to the second part of this episode. It's really good. Episodes 4 and 5 will be the funeral and whatever happens there. I mean, can't be all bad, right? Bye, everybody.